Nick, some big news here for the e-gaming industry on the Isle of Man from your bank this week.
Yeah, Conister are proud to have launched a banking product to service the gaming industry on the Isle of Man. We are a Manx-based bank, and we are offering a player protection deposit for Isle of Man licensed e-gaming companies. This is unique in terms of the fact we are a bank actually stepping up to the market to support the gaming industry, where the bigger banks based on the Isle of Man are at the moment sort of withdrawing services to this important part of the Isle of Man's economy.
Okay, in layman's terms, exactly what does this mean, this protection?
This means that every player who places a wager with an Isle of Man gaming company effectively has their funds held in trust by an independent bank from the gaming company. So in the event of the failure or withdrawal from that gaming company from the island, those funds are available to the Gaming Supervision Commission on the Isle of Man to repatriate those funds back to their rightful owner. We are unique as a jurisdiction in providing this service.
When you say this thing about risk and being insured, really, I mean, that implies there is always a risk involved then in taking part in e-gaming or any sort of gambling, is there?
I don't think there's an undue risk. There's a risk in every business of failure. You know, sort of businesses do fail, as we've seen with the recent sort of banking crisis. Even big banks can fail. I think the risk is remote, but it's an important selling point for the Isle of Man as a jurisdiction that the protection of players' funds is considered, and there is a mechanism there provided by the Isle of Man to service that requirement. So.
There's been some high-profile cases. The Americans pulling the plug on some big sites for a while. The Channel Islands also having difficulties, Alderney. Is the Isle of Man in a better position?
I think the Isle of Man is in a better position. It's, you know, the strength and the weakness, I think you've actually put in your question there. Because there is uncertainty in other jurisdictions, it's even more important that the mechanisms are in place to actually protect, you know, the players' interests on the Isle of Man.
And is it a big money spinner, do you see? I mean, the whole e-gaming business, and you're sort of latching onto it.
Well, it is. It's a key part of the Isle of Man's economic development policy. It constitutes about 9%, you know, sort of GDP at present. Finance industry is 11%. It's gaining rapidly on that. We are a Manx-based institution. We are not trammelled by the restrictions that international banking groups face in servicing this industry, and Conister Bank are definitely sort of aligning their interests with the development of the Isle of Man and the Isle of Man government's policies.
Does it always have a slight grubbiness to it because it's something that not everyone wants to do? You know, it's a niche market for the Isle of Man. How do you react to that?
I don't think it's a niche market for the Isle of Man. I think it's a growing market worldwide. I think, you know, sort of the Isle of Man are just spotted an opportunity, and I think it's, you know, commendable that we are actually doing that in the best possible market-leading way, you know, sort of in the world at the moment. So.